All right, folks, gather round because we've got a story that's got it all. Trump, crypto, billions of dollars, and enough ethical red flags to make a bullfighter blush. This tale takes us to the shimmering sands of the Middle East, where the sun blazes down on a city that's become synonymous with opulence and ambition, Abu Dhabi. It seems Abu Dhabi's MGX, an investment firm with deep pockets and even deeper ties to the Emirati government, has decided to park a cool $2 billion in Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange. This isn't just any investment, it's a strategic move that could reshape the financial landscape. Now you might be thinking, big whoop, another day, another billion-dollar crypto deal. But let's dig a little deeper. This isn't just about money, it's about influence, power, and the future of digital finance. But hold your horses, because this one's got a twist. The involvement of such a significant player in the crypto world signals a shift in how traditional financial powerhouses view digital currencies. Remember how Trump used to call crypto a scam? He was vocal about his skepticism, often dismissing it as a bubble waiting to burst. Yeah, well, it turns out that was before his family got involved in the game. The Trump family, known for their business acumen, saw an opportunity and jumped in. Their involvement has added a layer of intrigue and controversy to the crypto world. Now, they're raking in the big bucks, and this MGX deal is just the tip of the iceberg. The partnership between MGX and Binance could pave the way for more traditional investors to enter the crypto market, potentially legitimizing it in the eyes of skeptics. This deal is more than just a financial transaction, it's a signal that the world of finance is evolving, and those who adapt will thrive. Here's where things get really interesting. The world of cryptocurrency is already a roller coaster ride, full of unexpected twists and turns. But just when you thought you'd seen it all, the Trump family steps into the scene, adding their own unique flair to the mix. The MGX investment isn't being made in Bitcoin or Ethereum, the usual suspects of the crypto world. These are the big names everyone talks about, the ones that have made headlines for their meteoric rises and dramatic falls. No, they're using something called USD1. A stablecoin issued by none other than World Liberty Financial, a crypto venture that just so happens to have the Trump family's name plastered all over it. This isn't just any stablecoin, it's one that's backed by the Trump brand, promising stability in a world known for its volatility. That's right, folks, the Trumps are now in the business of minting digital money, from real estate to reality TV, and now to the cutting-edge world of cryptocurrency. The Trump family continues to expand their empire in unexpected ways. Stablecoins, in theory, are supposed to be less volatile than their Wild West cryptocurrency cousins, pegged to the value of real-world assets like the US dollar. They offer a promise of stability, a safe harbor in the stormy seas of the crypto market. But with the Trumps involved, you can bet your bottom dollar things are about to get a whole lot less stable. The involvement of such a high-profile and controversial family is sure to bring both attention and scrutiny. Will USD1 live up to its promise of stability, or will it become just another chapter in the unpredictable saga of the Trump legacy? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. The world of cryptocurrency just got a lot more interesting. Let's rewind the clock for a second. Remember when Trump called Bitcoin a scam and said it was going to blow up? Pepperidge Farm remembers. But fast forward to today, and suddenly he's singing a different tune. What changed? Well, it's hard to say for sure, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say it might have something to do with the fact that his family stands to make a boatload of money from this whole crypto thing. It's like that old saying goes, if you can't beat 'em, join 'em, and then launch your own stablecoin. And that's exactly what the Trumps have done. Now you might be thinking, so what? The Trumps are making money, isn't that the American dream? Well, yes, but there's a slight problem here. See, when you're a former president who used to have a say in regulating the very industry you're now profiting from, well, that tends to raise a few eyebrows. Experts in government ethics are up in arms about this whole thing, and rightfully so. They're saying this MGX deal stinks of conflict of interest, and they're calling for greater transparency into Trump's financial dealings. Section 5, the Trump family fortune cookie, another billion? So how much are the Trumps actually making from this whole crypto escapade? Well, no one knows for sure, and that's part of the problem. Trump has refused to release his presidential financial disclosures, which would shed some light on his family's business dealings. But here's what we do know. They've raised at least $550 million for their Little World Liberty financial venture. And with this new MGX deal, that number is only gonna go up. It's like they say, the Trumps are just like a regular American family, except their fortune cookies come with billion-dollar bills inside. Section 6. The White House shrugs. Trust us, it's fine. Now, you might be wondering what the White House has to say about all this. Well, their response has been about as transparent as a brick wall. A spokesperson said that Trump's assets are being held in a trust managed by his children, so there's no conflict of interest here. But here's the thing. We have to take their word for it because, as we've already established, Trump isn't exactly keen on releasing his financial records. It's all very hush-hush, which, let's be honest, doesn't exactly inspire confidence. Section 7. USD1. The most transparent stablecoin ever, allegedly. Now let's talk about this USD1 stablecoin for a second. According to Zach Witkoff, the co-founder of World Liberty Financial, it's going to be the most transparent, the most regulated stablecoin in the world. Big claims, Zach. He says it's backed by short-term treasuries and cash equivalents, which, in theory, should make it about as exciting as watching paint dry. But let's not forget who we're dealing with here. This is the Trump family we're talking about. These are people who could find a way to turn a trip to the library into a scandal. Section 8. Eric Trump's jokes and UAE skyscraper dreams. Speaking of the Trumps, let's check in with Eric Trump, shall we? The man who never misses an opportunity to make headlines, whether it's for his business ventures or his off-the-cuff remarks. Eric has always been known for his unique sense of humor and his ability to lighten up even the most serious of business discussions. When this MGX deal was announced, he couldn't help but crack a little joke about how Witkoff should have used Trump Tower as an example instead of the Four Seasons Abu Dhabi. It was classic Eric, always ready to inject a bit of Trump flair into the conversation. His quip was met with laughter, but it also served as a subtle reminder of the Trump brand's global reach and influence. You know, because when billions of dollars are changing hands, it's always a good time for a little self-promotion. Eric's joke wasn't just a throwaway line, it was a strategic move to keep the Trump name in the spotlight. In the world of high-stakes real estate, visibility is everything, and Eric knows how to play the game. But Eric wasn't done there. He had more to say, and he made sure everyone was listening. He took the opportunity to highlight the Trump Organization's ongoing projects and future plans, painting a picture of a company that is always on the move, always looking for the next big thing. He also took the opportunity to brag about all the other Trump Organization ventures in the UAE, including a skyscraper with the world's highest swimming pool. This wasn't just a boast, it was a statement of intent. The Trump Organization is not just participating in the UAE's real estate boom, it's aiming to set new standards and break records. Because when you're swimming in that much opulence, who cares about a little thing like ethics? Eric's comments were a reminder that in the world of luxury real estate, image and perception are everything. The Trump brand is synonymous with extravagance, and Eric is more than happy to keep that image alive and well. Section 9. Crypto Wild West, the need for law and order. So, what's the moral of this story? Well, for one thing, it seems like the Trumps are determined to cash in on the crypto craze, ethics be damned. But more importantly, this whole saga highlights the urgent need for greater regulation in the cryptocurrency world. Right now, it's like the Wild West out there, with very few rules and even fewer sheriffs to enforce them. And as long as that's the case, you can bet your bottom Bitcoin that we'll be seeing more stories like this one. Until then, stay vigilant, folks, and keep your digital wallets close.